What's going on, everybody? This Afro Think Tank. So, old senior citizen white man decided he was going to, unprovoked by the way, drive by a black family minding their own black business, having a celebration in their own house, in their own community. Like I said, once again, minding their own black businesses, right? Children everywhere, about 20 kids, having a good time, everybody eating. It's basically the cookout, right? With just them, right? And guess what this white man decided to do? He decided not to mind his business. He decided to go towards what he perceives as danger or threat. Goes there, proceeds to antagonize everybody by calling them all kinds of racial names, unprovoked, right? You know, a little shit talking back and forth, obviously. He leaves, right? Comes back with body armor and an AR-15, because you know an AR-15 is their favorite weapon of choice when their mental illness spills out into the public, right? And proceeded to spray with the intent of killing as many black people as he could, because God knows he was provoked when he took himself over there to get himself provoked. Then premeditatedly went back home, got his armor, and decided to have a whole war by himself with a black family doing nothing but minding their own black business, right? But what he didn't take in consideration, but there was a sharpshoot, devil dog blood sucking war machine out there, all right? A black man, black Marine, vet, all right? Out there returning fire, all right? And he got hit, all right? Because I guess he thought black folks can't defend. I don't know what, these old, it's to be the old ones. It's like middle, y'all living in some glory. Look, the 50s is over, all right? You grew up in the 30s and the damn 40s and the 50s and shit. Them shits is over. They ain't never coming back. Ain't no amount of what you think you gonna do is gonna bring any of that shit back. That whole era is gone. Never coming back. These old geezers is just trying to start it. You ain't getting the Civil War you want. It ain't gonna go down the way you think it's gonna go down. What's gonna happen is you're gonna pass away. Okay? The war is in between your daughters and your granddaughters' legs. That's the war. That's the war you ain't paying attention. You see, you, right? You probably done made some grandkids. It's your daughters. That's where the war is. All right? When all these Africans, all right, and their sperm descendants go all the way up in your daughter, right, and create more of us. All right, like the Borg, all right? Goddamn Borg. That's how we're gonna win the war. Because you people is gonna be disses of a peers, okay? People are You can't just mind you. He could have just kept driving. Oh, if he was a racist, he could have just said a couple niggas and kept it going, right? No, he premeditated, got he was ready for war, right? And he got a little war too. When that Marine go ahead and popped his ass back. It's different when we got a gun too. It is different when we got a gun. You see, this old delusional white dude fucked around and found out. But of course, because we live in a white America, you know they only charge this dude with aggravated assault with a gun, with a weapon. Aggravated assault. This dude premeditatedly got armor, all right, AR-15, and went back to a place, premeditated, and attempted to murder, killed kids. And the law enforcement around there only charged him with aggravated assault. Aggravated assault? With a deadly weapon? So, him taking his white ass all the way to the black party, he got aggravated. So he get to have that. He get to have that. Oh, somebody aggravated him because he was white and they were black. So I guess, and because he, was trying to drive his white ass past a place and there was black people disturbing his mental. So they get to have an aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. Not attempted murder. Not attempted murder for every single one of those bullets that left that AR-15, which he should have got. Every single round that came out the AR-15 should be an attempted murder case. But this is the America we live in, where a little 140-pound black boy cannot defend himself from two big, giant-ass, 200-plus pound, 6'4" monsters, all right, without being charged with murder. All right? This is the same country that a lot of a 17-year-old white boy drive 10 miles to a goddamn protest with an AR-15, kill two white boys, right? And then they let him off because that was self-defense. Do you get how comical this is? A white boy can drive premeditated, right? With a social media blueprint, a thumbnail that says, "Hey, I'm going here to defend this. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that." Then he goes and does it, but he don't get murdered. He don't get attempted. He don't get murdered. A white passing Mexican can follow a black kid minding his own black ass business, attack him, right? And then when the black person defends himself from the attacker with a gun, he gets killed because he happens to be winning while defending himself against the Mexican. He gets killed. That white guy gets off, even though he's Spanish, but he's white, right? That's the America we live in. Does that sound like justice to you? Does that sound like America is Germany 2.0. That's what we are. That's what this is. This is the Nazi administration. This is straight Nazism, right? I'm glad though that all this is out in the open for all to see. At least it's not hidden, behind cameras that don't exist. It's not hidden behind ABC, NBC, and CBS because those are only 2 channels on TV. It's not hidden behind a paywall of information. Everybody can see it. This is the last time y'all gonna be able to get away with it. You guys should not be in charge of anything. Once we take power from you guys, I'm telling y'all right now, because of your own behavior, once we take power from you, you'll never gain it again. This is your last opportunity to have any semblance of power on the planet. Because everywhere you go, this is what you consider justice. Justice for you, but not for others. Right? What's good for the goose, right? It's not good for the gander as far as you guys are concerned. All right, so anyway, we're going to have to do what we got to do. All right? But what you're not going to do, what you're not going to get us to do, because we're smarter than you. All right, what we're not going to do, we're not going to get out here and protest in mass to give you and your police departments opportunities to take more of us out. No, we know what we're going to do. We're going to do this in silence. We're going to boycott your businesses. We're going to continue to be joyful in our communities. You're not going to have us terrorized. You're not going to have us depressed like you guys. You're not going to have us taking fentanyl in order to, console ourselves from our terrible life like you guys. You're not going to get us to do none of that shit. You see, we know how to survive and cope smoothly to the beat. All right? You guys are the ones off beating life. Right? And because of that, you about to fall off the fucking table. All right? But we're still going to be here. And we know what we're going to do. And we're doing it now. And there's nothing you can do to stop it. I don't know how many... Look, listen. Y'all white folks, get your fucking elders. All right? I'm sick of the white elders. That generation of white folk, you throw them motherfuckers in the trash. They've been expired for a very, very long time. Well, not all of them. Some of them good. All right? Some of them are good. Light-skinned ones are good. But these old racist ones, these old fuckers, they got to go. All right? Because they trying to get back in the glory days and shit. And they know they ain't got nothing to lose. If they get in the war, they want to get in the war. They want to die in the blaze of glory. You're not going to get that. You're going to die shitting on yourself in the old folks' home the way you deserve. Because your family members coming to visit you. You're going to die by yourself and they're going to find you in 2 weeks. That's what's going to happen. All right? Because you stinking up the place and somebody called because the smell coming out your house is unusually funky, that day. That's what's going to happen. You're not going to die in a blaze of glory. Nobody's going to remember you. All right? And when you get to jail, I hope there's some old fuckers in there. Right? That things still work. Maybe they getting goddamn Cialis, goddamn prescriptions in the goddamn jail. And they put it up in that old geezer. Huh? Bend that old geezer off and let that be geezer on geezer activity. I hope you get done with, stuffed up in jail. I hope you get jail punishment, right? Just like the builder, huh? I'm telling you, it's just amazing. We can't even mind our own business. Nobody was even messing with this dude, and he had to mind ours and bring danger to our communities, and that's why we can't trust y'all, and we can't tell the difference between y'all. So we can't rely on the attention to the details. We're on fight or flight. We fighting. All right. And if you in the way and you look like the enemy, you know what I'm saying? My bad. Friendly fire. But that's what's gonna happen. All right. So you guys who are allies, y'all need to make some noise, yo. You white people who consider yourself allies and y'all doing the work, y'all need to make more noise so we can see where you at. Because right now we got a clear and present danger. And we will deal with it. You understand? We will deal with it the same way this white one got dealt with by that Marine. All right? That he didn't expect to be there because he thought he hit a soft target. He had no idea. We be ready at any time. And he was ready at that time. But anyway, y'all tell me what y'all think in the comment section. Afro Think Tank, learn something, teach something. I'm out.
So black people can't even gather in their own neighborhoods and their own homes and have family reunions with their family outside being peaceful without somebody bothering them because it's ridiculous. Like, can we catch a break? Let's talk about it. So this man right here named Jeffrey something, don't matter. He got charged in Lee County, which is in Georgia somewhere, with aggravated assault after he decided to drive through a crowd, a family outside having a family reunion, yelling racial slurs at them, beeping his horn, acting like a fool, just being a nuisance, being a thug, and they ignored him. They were just like, whatever, keep it moving. We out here having fun with our family. And then a few minutes later, he decided to spin the block, but this time he came fully armed. He had an AR-15. He had himself protected, and then he decided to boom, boom, cloud, bang on the family. On the family, while they outside dancing, probably singing, talking, eating. Because of what? Because you mad that they outside having a good time enjoying themselves? You know, the even more crazy part about this is that he was arrested and charged with aggravated assault. Why is he just charged with aggravated assault? The immediate charge should have been, in my opinion, it should have been either attempted murder or murder. Because what did you think you was going to achieve by shooting through a crowd of old people, kids, with the AR-15? Hold on. So according to Google, assuming you are asking about the damage caused by AR-15 bullets fired from this rifle causes severe life-threatening trauma due to the high velocity of the ammunition. The impact can liquefy organs, shatter bones, and cause massive internal bleeding that often require immediate complex surgery. So all that sounds to me is like you could die on site from getting shot from an AR-15, and they decide to give him aggravated assault. He knew what he was doing. Attempted murder. He thought about, to me, it was meditated. It was premeditated. He went in the house and said, let me go suit up real quick. Let me grab this. To me, it's a hate crime. Attempted murder. Murder. Whatever y'all want to call it. But it's more than assault.
A psychopathic old man opened fire on a family reunion with an AR-15, having multiple shots fired at a gathering filled with up to 20 children after previously driving by the house and yelling racial slurs, only to then come back 5 minutes later with an AR-15 and body armor, okay? This was a family reunion, a very large family reunion at a personal house. It was kind of like late at night, not super late. The sun was gone, okay? There are multiple, like, people in the street, people in the house. Like, I'm talking like 40 people, 5-year-olds to 60 to 70-year-olds. So many people. It's a predominantly black family, okay? This guy comes driving by, starts yelling racial slurs, saying horrific things, derogatory things. They let him go. He drives away. They just talk about it after he leaves. Apparently, they did call the sheriff's department just to, make a report about it. And then 5 minutes later, this man, who had not had any previous confrontation with this family, comes back with an AR-15 and body armor in his car and starts to drive by the house and just unload shots, okay? The video that is going around, because there is a video of this incident, is a woman who is, the panic and the terror and the fear in her voice as she is trying to get her entire family into the house. I'm talking 5-year-olds hiding in corners and 60-year-olds hiding under cars, okay? This man is driving by this house, unloading shots, like causing absolute terror. One of the men who was in the family, he's identified as Green in the article, I'm gonna assume it's his last name, had military training. He was a Marine. He is a Marine. So he goes up to the car, he aligns himself with the car, and he had a gun on him, luckily, and he was able to get a couple shots off on this psychopathic old man. The old man did not manage to strike a single person in the house with a bullet, okay? But Green was able to shoot him while he was in the car, so Green incapacitated him. The police did show up. Obviously, they arrested the old man. Green was, fine. He was obviously in self-defense. This man is being held under bail. He's being held in jail because he literally unloaded on a family gathering with like 20 children and a bunch of old people, and I cannot imagine like the fear in that woman's voice, the trauma that the entire family is going to experience because of that one guy.
In Lee County now, a man is behind bars after he reportedly showed up at a large gathering Sunday night in body armor and opened fire with an AR-style rifle. Witnesses at the home on Autumn Leaf Drive told police it devolved into a shootout. The Lee County Sheriff's Office later arrested Jeffrey Tyler Kinzer. Witnesses say Kinzer fired several shots, then several people at the gathering reportedly fired back. One person was injured in the gunfire. Deputies say they searched Kinzer's home and reportedly found an AR-style rifle and body armor. Kinzer is charged with aggravated assault. The Lee County Sheriff's Office says there may be more victims that haven't yet been identified.
We can't even gather with our families. That's where we are right now. This man reportedly drove by a gathering of African Americans, a family reunion, and after first engaging in numerous racial slurs towards the gathering, he supposedly goes and puts on body armor, returns to the party, and begins opening fire with an AR-15. We can't even gather with our families. This is what I just said not even 2 days ago. We're surrounded. Everybody gets to exercise their fears and their grievances, their violence against us, and then the rest of America just looks the other way. We can't even gather with our families. Now, reportedly, people at this gathering fired back at the man. Okay, witnesses say someone may have been hurt. There's more information coming out. He is in custody, and I believe he will be charged with aggravated assault. Not attempted murder, aggravated assault. There's really not much more I can say. A lot more people need to be using their voice and speaking out against this, because it does not just affect our community. It always starts with us. And then when they feel like it's time to move on, other people are affected. We just want to gather with our families, like everybody else.
Jeffrey Tyler Kinzer gets charged with aggravated assault instead of fucking attempted murder after he intentionally shoots at a black family with an AR-15. He rides by in the car originally yelling racial slurs. Then he comes back on foot with body armor on, shooting an AR-15 at this black family that's having a gathering. But he gets aggravated fucking assault. I see what's happening here. I see the play. They've been wanting us to do this for years and years. They want us to gook out. We are not truly the problem. I'm not saying we don't do anything. Every race fucks up, obviously. But we're not truly the problem. We're made to look like we're the problem all the time. Don't fall in the trap, please. You shot at a family after you yelled racial slurs out the window. You came back with body armor and an AR-15 with intent to unalive people. But you only got aggravated assault. Now who's racist? But it's always the black people making it about race. Nah. Side note, all fair skins are not bad. I know that 1 gazillion % they're not. My mom has a fair-skinned friend. They've been friends for 50 years. It's hard to distinguish between the two nowadays.
Breaking fucking news. In the last 2 weeks, I just said this. I just said this in a video the other day. Black people have been targeted time and time again in the last 2 weeks. We're always targeted, but this last 2 weeks especially, things have been awry. Meet Jeffrey Tyler Kinzer, who was shot and arrested, but he was not shot by police. Jeffrey Tyler Kinzer in Leesburg, Lee County, Georgia, decided that he was going to drive past a event full of black people, family members, enjoying their night, minding their own black ass business. He decided he was going to drive by multiple times, say racial and threatening slurs. By the third or fourth time he drove by, he decided that he wasn't getting the reaction he wanted out of the black people. So he then drove by with an AR-15, opened fire. One of the men at the party fired back and hit him. None of the family were injured because the motherfucker can't aim. One of the black gentlemen fired back, popped his ass. He's still alive. He is now in jail. You hear me? So this message will be going out to every pale-skinned, pasty-white snow roach. You snowrilla, you neander apes. Let's fuck around and find out we're strong with this one. And it could be strong for others. Stay black, stay beautiful, and make sure you're ready for Juneteenth. All eyes on Delaney Hall. Happy Pride Month. Happy Men's Mental Health Awareness Month. Stand strong, stay 10 toes, Nixon 5, and you got a problem below me.
The texture of your hair? Who taught you to hate the shape of your nose? Who taught you to hate the color of your skin to such extent that you bleach? Who taught you to hate yourself from the top of your head to the soles of your feet? Before you come asking Mr. Muhammad, does he teach hate? You should ask yourself, who taught you to hate being what God gave you?
Free Sudan! Boycott diamonds and gold! Free Sudan! Boycott diamonds and gold! We most definitely cannot forget about the people of Sudan!
Thanks for watching Afro Think Tank. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And follow me on Substack and Patreon for more content. Remember, it's Pan-Africanism or nothing.